Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I've just been thinking about the wintertime and how you guys might be making chilies or soups, to just get warm and cozy, and you might wonder what can go along with them. Well, this is a quick bread that I've been using lately, a lot lately, to go with my soups. And also, I make it for breakfast too, honestly. They're called Cheddar Bay Biscuits, or also known as Red Lobster biscuits. If you guys have ever been to Red Lobster, their biscuits are really good. Although my husband says that they're too salty, but he does like my biscuits. They are delicious though. They're just cheddar and garlic, and then I think some people actually put in the bay seasoning, which is why they're called Cheddar Bay biscuits. But I don't. I just use garlic as my seasoning and salt. But these are super easy to make, just staple pantry ingredients that you should have on hand. Yeah, so things like if you need buttermilk, you can just substitute. If you don't have buttermilk, substitute that with milk and vinegar. Mix those two together and you'll have some buttermilk. But the other ingredients are usually just staple ingredients that most people have on hand. So it's really, really easy to follow. And if you're looking for something quick to go along with your chilies or your soups, or like I said, even for breakfast or lunch, check out this video and try this recipe. Now, maybe. I don't know. I start by combining my dry ingredients. The recipe calls for 2 cups of flour. I start with my 1 cup of whole wheat flour, white whole wheat flour, and I add 1 tablespoon of baking powder, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and then I mix those together. I like to add half of my flour and then the other ingredients and then mix those together, and then add my remaining flour. So in this case I added 1 more cup of all-purpose flour. So it's half wheat and half all-purpose. Next, I cut up some butter into cubes. The recipe calls for 1 stick of butter, unsalted. As you cut it up in cubes, you can add it to the dry ingredients, or you can cut it all up and add them at once. Once the butter is added to the dry ingredients, you just mix all of that together. And then you get your pastry cutter to incorporate the butter into the flour. You can also use a fork to do the same thing. once the butter is cut into small pieces, you mix it together a little bit more, and then you add your cheese, which is 1 cup of cheddar cheese. My son likes cheese and he asked for more cheese, so I might add maybe 1.5 cups the next time I make these biscuits. And here I am making my buttermilk. I don't like to use store-bought buttermilk because there are too many additives in that milk. So I just make my own. I use whole milk and vinegar. And you saw I added maybe a teaspoon of vinegar to 1 cup of whole milk. Add that to my dry ingredients. You do need to let the buttermilk sit for about 5 minutes or so, just to let it incorporate into the milk. Let the vinegar and the milk sit so that they can be incorporated prior to adding to the dry ingredients. I'm preparing my pan here, just spraying a little bit of non-stick spray. And then I use, I believe it's a size 24 scoop, cookie scoop for this. And it makes 12 biscuits. Preheat the oven to 450 degrees and bake them for 10 minutes. These smell delicious. We are enjoying our soup tonight. We had chicken and sweet potato soup. These are my 3 boys. And we are eating our cheddar biscuits to go along with our soup. And they are absolutely delicious. Yummy.